All right, fellas, so today I'm going to take you through everything that I bring with me to and from work in my work bag. Lately, I've been loving having a backpack. It just makes things so much easier going to and from work, hands-free, and I have been really enjoying that. And especially with this backpack, it just looks really clean. It looks great with a smart, sharp sort of style. And so I'm going to go through this thing. I'm going to unpack it right in front of you, and I'm going to show you everything that I bring with me. Why don't we get into it? What's up, fellas? Welcome back to Effortless Gent. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Baron, and on this channel, we typically discuss men's style tips, how to dress sharp, how to dress with confidence, and of course, we go through everyday carry slash, gear and accessories videos, kind of like what we're doing today. So if you're into that kind of thing, make sure you hit that subscribe button and also check out some of our older videos as well. So today I want to talk about basically what I bring with me to and from work each day. If you work at an office or maybe you're in a creative field, I think you're going to relate a lot to this video. And I thought maybe I'd give you a little bit of insight of what I bring. Maybe I'll give you some ideas of what you can bring, just kind of like what I have to take with me every day, just in case you're curious. Okay, so why don't we start off with the backpack itself? First off, I have to give a shout out to our sponsor, David, who is sponsoring this video. They actually sent me this business backpack a few months ago, and I've been using it every day just to kind of test it out, get the feel for it. And it's been like really, really nice to have a really polished leather bag that looks great with, the typical smart, sharp, casual style that I tend to wear. I've known Andrew at David for a few years now. They have created a bunch of really beautiful leather bags, very high-end stuff. And I actually did a leather bag related video for their briefcase. I'm gonna link to it over here somewhere in the card. You can check that video out. I kind of go through the product and explain to you why I think David is a really great brand, but not only that, what you should look for when you are buying really high quality leather bags. I think that's a good resource. Why don't you go ahead and check that out after you watch this video, of course. So like I said, I've been using this backpack for about 1 or 2 months now, just kind of testing it out, seeing how it feels. It is made from the same high-end Nicksburg leather, full grain, high-end Nicksburg leather, which is like their own formulation of this leather. It's really nice and soft and supple. At the same time, it's very like durable and sturdy. I feel like it kind of, I don't know, it just has a really good feel to it. I like soft bags, but then at the same time, there's like really good structure too. So those two things are pretty important when you are kind of carrying a bag basically to and from work every day. You want something that's comfortable but also has good structure. Same sort of thoughtful design here with the high quality Riri zipper is very smooth, like incredibly nice to just zip and unzip. Riri is like best of the best when it comes to zippers. Typically you find YKK zippers on most bags. This is like the best of the best, and they really like think through all the different things that they can make this bag, just make it really beautiful and like really polished and really high end. Okay, so first off, let me unzip this and show you kind of how, first of all, I love this part. I love how you can kind of unzip it all the way around and it just sort of folds down like this, which I think is really great. So first off, I always take my laptop with me, obviously. It's already set up here, so it's not in the bag. One thing about this is that this bag is designed to hold a 13-inch laptop. My 15-inch MacBook Pro does fit in there. It's a little snug, because it's not designed for a 15-inch MacBook Pro, but it does fit in there if you need it. I was thinking alternatively, what I could do is use like a sleeve or like a portfolio case that I keep my laptop in, and then just kind of stick that in here. And I think that'll work as an alternative if I don't want to sort of use this back compartment area. There's an interior pocket here, which I really like. And then you could keep a lot of stuff in here. But for me, what I do is I typically keep my sunglasses in here because I feel like this is like a great place to kind of just pull it in and out if I need to. Yet at the same time, it's still really protected in there. I've also kept like my wallet in there if I don't want to get it lost, or sometimes like a Metro card, things like that. Small things that I can keep that are secure enough. It's inside the main compartment, and also it's just separated from everything else. Okay, so the second thing, this bag is great, but it's very big, and there's only one main compartment. Yes, there are pockets and things in here, but you have one really big main compartment. And for me, I like sort of keeping things in groups and like making sure that all the little things aren't just like kind of all jumbled in the backpack, because that just drives me crazy. So David actually has this travel pouch, which I love. Obviously it matches one. I think that's pretty important to me. If I'm going to have like a really nice high-end leather backpack, I want the accessories and stuff to match. So this pouch is perfect for that. 1, 2, it's very simple, and I think the compartmentalization of things is really nice in this pouch. So what I keep in here actually is my hard drive. This is a Transcend 2 terabyte hard drive. I use this like for video editing, and I also keep this like this dongle, because when you have a MacBook Pro, you need a lot of dongles. This is the one that I found to work the best for me. It's from a brand called Aukey, and they have 3 USB 3.0 ports and also a SD card slot and a mini SD card slot, which is nice. Yes, like I said, you could use this pouch for many things. There are interior pockets in here as well. I've also brought a charger and like that long cable. I also bring like those things sometimes, but now that I bought like a second charger for my computer, I just leave that in the office. And I have one at home, so I don't have to keep taking them back and forth. I also bring this thing with me all the time. I love this thing. This is the pocket tripod. Usually I bring this on flights, but I also just like carrying it around because it's so small and so thin in case I need to stick my phone in here, and then I have like a tripod that's just sort of built in. Now the final thing I keep in here, at least in this main compartment, is this charger cable. I bring this around because sometimes, I don't know, you never know, you might need like an extra charger cable. So I take this with me, and this is by Anchor. It's a really good and sturdy and solid cable. I really like it. Used it for a long time, and so I keep this with me just in case. And there's like a little pocket in this travel pouch, which makes it really easy to, again, keep it sort of separated, and so it's not like tangled with all the other cords and wires and things that we tend to bring if we have a computer and peripherals and things like that. So that's all I have in the main compartment of this travel pouch. And then in this sort of front pocket of the travel pouch, I basically just keep pens in here. I have like a Sharpie, and I have like this red Muji pen, and I have like a black Bic ballpoint pen, whatever. Is it ballpoint? Whatever that is. I just keep like basic pens in here because I like to do some writing, which I do bring a notebook in here. I'm going to show you that in a minute. For this travel pouch, that's pretty much all I keep in here. And I do, like I said, like this because it allows me to sort of throw this in here and keeps all the small stuff separated from the rest of the bag situation. Okay, so like reading material, I commute from Manhattan into Brooklyn. I have a studio in Brooklyn now, and so I always like to, I read stuff or I listen to podcasts when I'm traveling, so traveling on the train. And so I like to take some reading material with me just in case I get bored. So I have, right now I'm rereading this book, Running Down a Dream by Tim Grahl. This is a great book. I'll link to all these things actually in the description box below so you can check that out. But this is a good book that I'm sort of revisiting. I took a cross-country flight and I read the whole thing in one sitting, and I like absorbed all of it. And then it was like a really good story and good lessons in there. And so I wanted to kind of reread it and basically get to the finer points of what he was talking about in the book. Anyway, it's a great book. You should check it out. I also like to bring a magazine with me. I have an incredible backlog of like old Esquires that I haven't gotten to yet because I for whatever reason haven't been reading them. But so I always bring like a magazine or two with me if I can. Ideally it'd be like the latest one, but this is like from like summer of 2019, but I wanted to read about the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So I have this magazine with me. And like I mentioned, I bring a notebook with me. This is a brand called I don't know how to pronounce it, but this is a really great notebook. This is similar to what's the other brand? I have like a few of these that are red. I'll link to all of them below. But anyway, what I do like about this is, well, first of all, I typically take notes in the Notes app on my phone, but sometimes like you just need to like draw stuff out and really see how things are going to work, and you need a pen. So I typically take a notebook with me. What I like about this notebook specifically is that it has a dot grid, so it's not like a lined paper. It's a dot grid, so if I need to like draw something, I can, or if I do need to write, then I'm still able to sort of write in straight lines, sort of, which this is great for that. It has like, bookmarks, so you can kind of bookmark different sections or pages, and then in the back there's like a folder, a little folder thing for if you have like papers and stuff that you want to keep in here that are small enough to keep in here, you can kind of put it back there and it's all good and won't come falling out. And then this obviously just kind of keeps it closed. And this is perfect because if you have it in your backpack, and then you're not going to get like, it's not going to open up and get bent and all that stuff. So I really do like this notebook. This is great. I'm going to link to all these things in the description box below. So go ahead and check that out. I always take a coffee mug with me, but I don't like carrying it in my hand when I'm on the train. I just kind of drink it at work. So this thing is incredible. This is an insulated travel mug from a brand called, I think it's Zojirushi. It's a Japanese brand. First of all, there are a few sizes. I believe this is the medium size. I think it's like 12 ounces or 16. I've tried many travel mugs, and I've tried many insulated travel mugs, and this by far is one of the best ones, if not the best one that I've ever tried. It keeps my coffee warm for hours. Like sometimes I forget that I brought this with me, and then I start drinking coffee like in the afternoon towards the evening, and the coffee is still like piping hot. It stays hot for a very long time. It works the same if you have cold beverages and you have some ice in here, like with cold water or whatever you want to keep in here. Juice, do you drink juice? I don't know. Water, probably water. It stays cold for a very long time. So I highly recommend the Zojirushi insulated travel mug. Another nice thing that is great about this is I can stick this in my bag confidently. I know it's not going to ruin my really beautiful leather bag with whatever contents is in here because it has a lid that locks. So if I open it like this, right, I can easily lock it and then I won't accidentally press the button or nothing in my bag will, unlatch this thing. As long as I have this thing screwed down tight, I can keep this in my bag and I know that it's not going to leak no matter how it's positioned. So finally, kind of to show you like the interior of this bag, which is I think really nice and well thought out. There are a few pockets in here. I could stick a pen or pencil in here if I wanted to, which I think is great. And then there are two slightly bigger pockets. This would be great for, I don't know if my hard drive could fit in here, but the dongle definitely could. So if I didn't want to bring the pouch, if I didn't want to bring this guy with me, I could definitely stick the dongle in here, and probably the hard drive too, I think could fit in here. And if it doesn't fit in these interior pockets, I know that I could always put it right here in this main sort of like front flap interior pocket. And then so I keep my Magic Mouse in here. I bring this back and forth with me home because sometimes I have to do work at night and I need a mouse, which just makes life easier when I'm using a mouse with my laptop. So I take this with me and it fits perfectly in this little pocket, which I love. That's pretty much all I carry with me. I try to be really minimal with what I bring just because I don't like carrying a bunch of stuff, and most of the stuff that I do have, I either like leave it in the office or I have it at home, or I have two of the thing, like for example the charger, the big brick charger. I have two of those so I don't have to take it back and forth. But what I do like about this backpack is that there is still even more storage if I needed to bring something, or if I have like a long day, or if I'm traveling. I know I can fit a bunch of stuff in here, like if I'm going to a conference. There's not a ton of pockets, but I think there's enough pockets. So there is this front guy, which I haven't used it today for anything. But again, like if I didn't have this travel pouch, I could totally just put like my hard drive in here and the dongle and things just to keep it separated from the main compartment. Oh, so another great thing I love about this backpack is there's like a little secret pockets on the back. So let me just show you this real quick. So on the back, okay, there's gonna be three things. So for one, the straps are, as you can see here, it's like some sort of nylon fabric, but then they have like this padded leather section, which is really nice. So I think aesthetically it looks really good. At the same time, it kind of keeps your shoulders comfortable because it's not just like flat leather, it's a little bit of padding in there. So that's pretty nice. Also with this strap, I like how, most backpacks, they have like the thing where you can like pull it down and then it'll help tighten the backpack or loosen it. And then there's like a little thingy, like the nylon thingy, that you use to tighten it. It's just kind of dangling. And I don't know, I mean, that's fine if you have like a casual outfit on, but I think kind of it's not as nice looking, right? This thing is cool because of how it's designed. You can easily like loosen the strap or tighten it, and there's no dangly thing. Like it's all self-contained. So secondly, if you are traveling and you're taking this backpack with you, maybe you have a day trip, maybe you have to travel for work, whatever, there is a luggage strap right here, which is really nice, super durable. I can slip this over the handle of my carry-on and I know it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to fall over. I'm not going to forget about it. And then it'll just sit nicely right on top of the luggage. So I really appreciate having these leather straps. I always look for these things when I look at bags because I just think it's important to have, and it helps kind of keep everything in one nice neat package as you're like running through the airport. Okay, so a third and final thing that I like about this here. So you wouldn't normally see this because it's like a little hidden pocket. It's great. Same sort of interior, twill material, again, reread zipper. They spared no expense with every corner of this backpack, which is great. And so what I typically keep in here is my keys. If I am taking this bag, I tend to do it because I also keep this guy, which is the Air Snap. I believe it's called the Air Snap Twill. It's from a company called 12 South, and they make this case for my AirPods. So I can kind of keep this on my keychain, which is nice. I never lose it, and I always have it with me. And so this situation right here can get a little bit bulky, right? Because it's kind of big. I do keep this in my pocket, like especially in the summertime when I don't have a bunch of stuff. I have nowhere to put it. Like I don't have a coat on. I just grin and bear it and I put it in my pocket. It's fine. But if I don't have to, then I won't. And what I like about this whole situation is that I can just kind of keep this in here and it's still easily accessible. That's what I think is really cool about this is like, this pocket is great for little things like this that you don't necessarily, maybe you don't want to carry in your pocket, but you still want easy access to. Another thing I should mention is that, speaking of traveling with this backpack, if you have like a passport or a boarding pass, your wallet, things like that. Like if you have to go through TSA pre-check, or just in general, if you want to keep stuff that's really important, but you don't want to necessarily hold it, and you want to keep it sort of secure, this is a great pocket for those kinds of things. All right, fellas, so that's all I got for you. That's basically what I take with me every day. Shout out to our friends at David for sponsoring this video and also for sending me this backpack. It's really incredible, guys. This is a really nice like leather backpack. This isn't something that this isn't like it's not a cheap backpack. It's beautiful. Like it's incredibly soft, supple. The leather is very nice. This is like heritage stuff. Like, this is something that your kid's gonna want from you when you get older. Like this is gonna last a very long time, and it's just very beautiful. It's one of those things, like if I'm gonna buy something nice, I want to like spend a little bit more for it. Like this is the kind of stuff that I suggest you get. Same with jackets or shoes. Like if you're gonna spend good money, like find something that's really beautiful that you're gonna want to wear, that you're gonna want to have last for a very long time. These are the kind of investment worthy pieces that I think are worth considering. Also, what I really love about this backpack is that it's just so polished. The aesthetic is like, it's very much with like a formal style, or at least a smart, sharp, casual style. I think would work great with this bag. If that's your personal style and you're heading to and from work, I think this is the right sort of bag for you. There's also a briefcase, which I did in a previous video, which I'm going to put in the card up here. But like, I think backpacks are great because you have your hands free. You can do other things. You can hold a coffee and you can be on your phone. And as long as you have a bag like this where it's polished and it matches the smart sharp aesthetic that I assume you're dressing like, then you can do a backpack. You don't want to do the JanSport Herschel style backpacks because it's a little too casual, it's a little too young. It's fine in other situations, but for work, especially if you're dressing up, especially if you have a smart, sharp style, then you're going to want to go with more of something like this. So definitely check out the business backpack from David. I hope you enjoyed kind of taking a look and seeing like what I bring with me every day to work. Maybe you bring something different. I'd love to hear from you, actually. Let me know what you do for work and what you tend to take with you every day. I'm really curious to hear the stuff that you bring, because we all lug different things around going to and from work. So why don't you let me know in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, and also please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.